Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone a really long time. I don't really know how to start this, and I don't want to restart because then I will stop. But sorry I was gone a really long time. Thank you to everyone who checked in on me while I was gone, whether it was on Instagram or elsewhere. Yeah, I guess I'll just start filming in my bedroom today because my boyfriend, Stop It Cat, is using the other room for his work. Sorry, I'm gonna keep adjusting this. I just don't want it to fall over. I have you propped up right now on the holy grail that is a sewing box and toilet paper, which I don't really want to talk too much about COVID. I can sum up my COVID experience in I live in New York City. So that's scary. I'm a teacher for kindergarten, and we went remote in March. That was a horrible experience for everyone involved. And I think that's it. And I had family members who were personally affected by COVID, meaning they got COVID. So if you're one of the people who think this is a joke and that it's not real, you can unsubscribe now. So just wear your mask and be safe, everyone. That's all I really want to say about COVID. COVID has been really hard on me in general, and it kind of snowballed everything else I was feeling. I like being home, I like being a hermit, but I don't like the anxiety that going outside brings now. Anywho, since it's been so long since I showed any projects, I don't want to show them all, so I guess I'll just show what I'm working on. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I'll just kind of go through it however I want, and if some of it I don't want to talk about, I won't. But I did, just before filming this, finish a part of the Jane Austen sale that I think started last year or the year before, so obviously I'm not caught up on it. Everyone finished. It finished a very, very, very long time ago. But here's my finish for the Sense and Sensibility part. I really like the lighting in this room for some reason. It's really showing true to color, which I really, really like. I will have to hope it mirrors when I finish recording. Anywho, just using DMC. I think this is Old Country Mocha, some kind of mocha, something mocha. I don't remember. I think it's an 18 count. I'm really playing with fire here with my margins, but I just realized I could have had a little bit more over here. So just poor measuring on my part. After the Sense and Sensibility part, I'm going to start this is all Jane Austen. Pride and Prejudice down here. So I'm really excited. I love this Sal. So that was a finish this morning. I've also been going back and forth with my stitchy bug, coming back and leaving. During the winter, I was knitting a ton. I decided to knit a lot of Christmas presents this year. I knit a cowl for my boyfriend's mom. I'll try to insert pictures when I can. And I also knit socks for his sister. It was my first time doing a lace sock, or lace anything in general, and it was really fun. I didn't mind it. I made him socks. I'm currently making him a sock, which I left in the other room, but that's okay. And that's kind of it. I've been really having a hard time being crafty. All right, let's go on. I don't think I brought any more finishes with me, so let's just go on to some whips. I'll try to insert pictures of what they'll look like when finished, and if I can find it easily, what they looked like the last time you saw them. But I guess I'll start with one of my most popular ones. Sorry, they're all clipped and in hoops right now, so I'm just gonna spend some time unclipping them. This is the Epic Pokemon, the original. This is charted, I think, by Lord Libidin. It's a free pattern. This one is using the original sprites from Red, Blue, and Green. And this is on a 28 count even weave, 10 stitched, 2/1. I'm more than 50% done with this project, which I'm really excited for because I'm hoping, I doubt it'll happen, but I'm hoping for a finish either at the end of this year or early next year for sure. I kind of have been wanting to put it on my focus rotation. I don't know what I'm talking about. But then I don't want to get burned out on it. Like, I kind of wanted to commit to working on it at least one day out of the week while I'm off for summer break, but I don't like making commitments like that. I like my current rotation, which is 5 working days on a project, and I rotate through them. So that's where that is. Though I do spin a wheel on Fridays. I call it my BAP wheel, my Friday BAP wheel, just so that they get some progress, because if not, they will never be done. Though, me and Candace have been loving Team 10 Stitch right now, so I only have one BAP that is not 10 stitched. So I have decided that all of my future BAPs are now going to be in 10 stitch, because if not, there's no hope of ever finishing them in my lifetime. Okay. Next whip. I don't know. Oh, this one was a new start. This was my leap year start. I got to go to Needleworkers Delight in New Jersey with Deb from Stitch the Stash, and Caitlin from Big Apple Stitching. Hi guys. And we had a whole stitchy day there. It was fun. I needed it. It was lovely. It was right during February break for me from work. I was really stressed after writing progress reports. Who knew schools would be closed just a few weeks later? And we spent the whole day there from morning until basically closing. They fed us. It was wonderful. And I debated a leap year start. Had to be a super BAP. So I'm doing a Super Mario World 3. No, it's not Super Mario World. No. Is it? I don't know. I'll insert that if I figure it out. But I love video game maps. I stitched a lot of them. Anywho, this is on a 32 count easy guide. Belfast. I don't know. Even weave. Who knows? 2/1 10 stitch. This is where I am. 10 stitch is the best. It goes by really fast. But I didn't get a lot done during this rotation. I think mainly because I was just distracted, watching a lot of TV, being really hot. So I'm also sorry if you hear the air conditioning in the background, but I hate being hot. Summer is my least favorite holiday season, unless I'm on the beach or in the water. Loving this. And I'll try to put who makes the pattern in maybe the notes. This one is Box Cat Stitch on Etsy, I think, and the the Jane Austen one was Eco Ponds on Etsy too. There's that whip. Let's see if I dig around in my whip bag. I don't want to start any new starts. Oh, this one is my Luna and Artemis. This one also is very close to being finished, which is why I've started using. You know when you buy sheets for your bed, they come in like this little bag? I started using them as project bags because it's better than the Ziploc bag that I have, and I only made myself one project bag so far, and I haven't made myself any others. I just finished 2 for my mom and one of my boyfriend's online gaming friends, but I've just been using this. It's kind of nice. It works though. But okay, this is Luna and Artemis. If I find a picture from the last time you saw it, I'll try to insert it. But if not, I'm not really worrying about that this time around. But this is on a 14 count gold dusted by DMC fabric, and I'm using glow in the dark DMC E940, I believe it's called, for Artemis. And I did a little bit of Kranic for their moons, and Luna's almost done. So this is almost done. Really excited, but got burned out, and of course I didn't finish it. Let's see what else I have. Sorry that I don't really have an order. I'm just gonna kind of grab stuff out of, I just grabbed a working bag. I thought about doing a whip parade, but I really didn't want to. I have too many. I personally wasn't interested in doing that, so I didn't want to, sorry. This was my spring cottage. So we are now in summer, but I did a lot of work on my spring cottage. These are from a book called Seasonal Cottages by Herkshner's. I forget the designer, but this is how the spring, this is where I got to in spring. This is on a piece of 14 cal Ida that I hand dyed myself to look like the Summer Sky Jobelin. And just using DMC fabrics on here. I love the little bee. the little beehive. I love this project. I wish it was still spring. So that was that, and since I'm working on those anyway, I work on those during the season that I'm currently in. I can't speak. Also, Animal Crossing took my life. That's also why I wasn't stitching so much. But here is summer. And there's supposed to be an American flag over here, but I think I'm gonna make it into a Puerto Rican flag because I'm Puerto Rican. And I would like more Puerto Rican flags in my home. I think that's another big life change, is that me and my boyfriend are now living together full time. I didn't mean to get really quiet after I said that. It's been it's been wonderful. It just has really sucked not being able to go out anywhere. But we're all gonna stay safe. Another whip. This one, oh, I forgot the pattern over in the other room. But this is just gonna be a gift for my dad, because I'm not particularly religious, but he is, and I'm just doing a footprints poem for him. And I got the pattern, if I remember, I'll try to insert it. I got the pattern when I went to last year's New Jersey Flosstube retreat, which has sadly been canceled, but that's okay, because we'll all be healthy for next year. And so this is where I am on his footprints poem. Now that I unraveled it, I'm like, holy cow. This one is sort of like a mindless stitch-ish, because it's really just all back stitching, but you sort of have to pay attention, and it's not the most like interesting thing, fun thing to stitch. I don't know. Okay. Clips everywhere, clips. I guess I'll just also show some more new starts, because that's all I really brought over. My next video, I guess I'll just show what I'm working on. I still have, sorry, I have to fix my hair. I still have 2 days left in my, no, 3 days, no, 2. Today is day 3. So 2 more days after today left in my Jane Austen, working on my Jane Austen project. So I'll have some more progress for that one next time I film. And then I'll try to keep consistent that way again. If I can try to record maybe every other month or so. I don't want to promise once a month, because it's even been hard to try to do this one, and I'm not working, and yeah, it's all an emotional thing. Anywho, some new starts that I promised myself. So when school ended, I picked 4 new starts because I deserved them. One of my new starts is Home Sweet Home. This is a free pattern by Lord Liberdin, and it's from Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, the original game. I'm going to add, I'll try to put a picture of what it'll look like when it's finished. I'm going to add a girl trainer next to the boy trainer, because Home Sweet Home, there's 2 of us. And I might add a Pikachu into it, but here's where I am. I'm not even sure I'm holding it the right direction. I think so. I don't remember the fabric. I think I got this at Dixie Darling though. I'll try to remember for next video and have my notes, but I really couldn't, so I'm really sorry. That's that one. Then, because I love Animal Crossing, I decided to start Celeste. And this was a pattern I got from Charlie Minion, or Tada Charlie on Twitch and Etsy and Twitter, when she was doing patterns for people who subscribe to her Twitch channel. And so I decided to stitch Celeste because she is so cute in that game, and I love when her eyes get all sparkly from the stars. This is stitched on a 32 count Vesper. Picture this plus 2/2. So I'm getting brave again and trying 2/2 again. But I really love this. And when I was with Candace last year at the New Jersey Flosstube retreat, she was using a color wheel to, I think I saw her using a color wheel, I think it was, to pick colors and threads and stuff, and I never thought of it that way. I don't have a natural eye for matching colors or seeing what goes together, and this was really helpful for me. So I think this looks great on this fabric so far. It's a really small stitch. It's only like a 50 by 50 or something like that, but it'll still take me like 3 years to finish it. Then I had another new start. I feel like I'm missing one of my, oh no, that was my second. This is my third. I planned 4, but I haven't started the 4th yet. This is my first ever hands-on design. I've always wanted to do one of those calendar pieces. And this is a year of celebrations by Hands-On Design, and I started with January, and I got this really, really big piece of 16 count Ida by Zweigart in the colorway Dirty. I was going to do the linen, but it was really expensive and I didn't want to splurge. So yeah, I'm planning on fitting all of them on here and then cutting them out as needed and finishing them. But this is my start on January so far. I'm using the DMCs. I was going to get the Fancy Floss, the over dyes, but they're just so expensive. Like I couldn't justify it for just a little bit of stitching or a few stitches. But I did cancel my color and cotton fabric of the month, and instead this year I started to do thread of the month, which I'm really loving because I don't have many threads other than DMCs, so I thought that would be a good way to build up my collection. And I'm really loving them. So I might sub some of those in as I see colors that I have that might match. Also, I still have some dinky dyes that I can use that I got from some Oops packs, but that's that one so far. I love this. It's like a blanket. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna use some time rolling it back up because, okay, I won't. And I think that's it. My 4th new start is going to be a Meowth TCG card. I'll try to put a picture of what it looks like here. It's a free pattern by Birdie Stitching. I finished Gyarados a while ago. I kind of like doing those cards. They're cute. They make good bookmarks. I give them away to friends if they want them. I used to give them away on my Twitch channel, but I haven't been streaming. I think I'm joining the team Twitch quitter. Twitch has been kind of, I can't even. Anywho, I would talk a little bit about books. I did finish the new Hunger Games book that came out, A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and Songbirds, the new one that goes for the it's a prequel to the Hunger Games books, so it talks about President Snow before he was President Snow. I like it. It had a lot of complaints online. I don't care. I enjoyed it. Easy read. I thought it was good. It's a villain story, so if you like villain stories, go ahead. I also treated myself to a new Kindle. I previously had the Generation 2 Kindle keyboard with like the free 3G in it, and it was amazing. It lasted me like 10 years or so. And when I went to plug it in for my summer reading, it was finally dead. And I think there was a way to kind of get it to work again, but I'm not really vested in that. So I decided to treat myself to the new Kindle Oasis, and it is beautiful. So I'll just share. My old Kindle doesn't have a backlight on it. This one is really comfortable to hold. It flips. So if I switch it from my right hand to my left hand, it'll turn it around. It has a built-in light if you want to use it. It has an amber light for nighttime, which is amazing. It doesn't wake up my boyfriend. It helps me sleep, so it doesn't give you the blue light that most book lights will give off, or tablets when you're reading. As much as I like to stay up and read until I finish a book, sometimes I do want to only read until I feel sleepy. I made this case myself, by the way. I crocheted it. I used to sell these a ton on Etsy for Nintendo DS's, Kindles, whatever it was. And then I stopped, and I think I might start again. So I added a little button for security because it was falling out before. Oh, let me show you the bags I made. So I brought my sewing machine out. Now that I have a little bit more space, I want to make our extra bedroom into a stitchy room, craft room / Lego room for the boyfriend too. But now we inherited turtles and hermit crabs from when my school closed suddenly and we had to save the pets basically. It needs a lot of work. There's a lot of paint peeling. We have to test it for lead. Then peel it all off. Fill any holes or cracks in the drywall, and then sand it, and then paint. So it's a lot of work, and our living room is all paneling, and we want to do that also, so there's a lot of work to be done, but I don't know if we'll get to it. Anywho, I took out my sewing machine. I'm convinced that I'm never going to be able to make anything with straight lines, because I don't know. I guess it's just practice, but I also get really flustered cutting fabric, so I really wish I could just have someone who could just cut all of my fabric in all the sizes that I needed, and then I just collect them all from them and then I sew them, because that part takes me the longest and it gives me the most like I want to stop doing this. I think it's all the numbers. I'm pretty sure I have like the number dyslexia. They just really, I don't like it. Anywho, this is a bag I made for my mommy. And I made this using, again, because I love it so much and it's amazing, Christine Calico. I used her tutorial, as always. It is incredible. I have like zero sewing and fabric and all of that other sewing machine skills. Like my skills are minimum, and I was able to do this. So if you want to give it a try, use her tutorial. It is incredible. Makes it really easy. She takes you through each step and makes you feel really confident in being able to do it. You just need minimum sewing machine skills. This is the back. Like, who knew I could do a thing with a vinyl pocket, you know? Like, holy, I mean, nothing straight, at least it opens and there's no holes, but that makes me glad. And then here's another bag I made for my boyfriend's, one of his gaming friends who also cross stitches and knits and crochets. So just wanted to make her a little project bag. These just take me so long, and I swear I would do so much more of them if I didn't have to cut the fabric myself, because I hate that part. And vinyl, I hate cutting vinyl. Oh my gosh, I wish there were already like pre-cut squares of certain sizes that I could buy. There probably is, but I decided to just buy a yard at Joann's, and that was a horrible decision. I think that's it. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm so sorry that this video was crazy and that I wasn't really coherent and sort of all over the place. I've been really wanting to make a video. I'm trying to somewhat catch up on Flosstube. I'm really sorry. I had to stop watching certain people. I had to stop watching haul. I had to stop watching other segments in some people's videos. I'm really sorry. I'm already watching on like 1.5, 1.75 speed. I also sadly had to stop watching videos that were over 45 minutes. I just felt like it was too much. So it's really more manageable for me to just sit for 15, 30 minutes to watch a video on double speed. So I'm really sorry if my comments come really late too. I'm really trying. But thank you everyone, and you guys can follow me on Instagram or here on YouTube. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Happy stitching.